Hello and welcome back to Sofalotl. As you can see, I have a lab coat on. You may be wondering why that is. It is because today, I'm a scientist. I have a science project for school that I can demonstrate in Minecraft. But before we get to that, let me just lay the basis for an experiment we're doing a bit later. This has no light. This will be our no light underground one. And this will be our lit underground one. And then we're going to have a test, well, a control up above, which is the first one we planted. Here. This talks about radiation, conduction, and convection, which is the smoke. Now you may be wondering what that is. Radiation is the transfer of heat energy through space by electromagnetic waves without the need for a physical medium. As you can see, that's the fire. It's heating up the pot, if this were real life, through the heat. Conduction is the transfer of heat through stationary matter by direct contact. So the water is being heated up, and so it's heating up the pot as well as the water. And then last, but definitely not least, convection. Convection is a method of heat transfer that involves the movement of heated fluids, such as liquids or gases, carrying thermal energy from one place to another. And that is the smoke, or what we'll be using it as is steam. However, my teacher said that I couldn't use this example, because she used this example, so... Oh no! How did that happen? This represents radiation. It says here, radiation doesn't need matter. Kind of like how, even though there's a solid block between the light and the ice, the light will still melt the ice. It doesn't need matter or material. Oh. It doesn't need material or matter to go through. Ah, there we go. This is an example of conduction. So even though this isn't actually going to happen in Minecraft, in real life, because metal is a conductor of energy and heat, the lava would travel through this and be able to, say there was a block of ice here, it would be able to melt that, because in real life the heat would transfer through the metal and melt the ice. What is this? What you just went down is called a magma bubble column. It pulls you down when you're in the water. This is like cool water sinking. So like cold water will sink to the bottom of a beaker. Now what you're about to go in is another bubble column, but this one uses soul sand instead of magma. The upward thrust is like when hot water rises. Oh wait, that was actually cool. Water can freeze, ice can melt. Apparently this water is supposed to freeze. While we wait for that to happen, we're also going to wait for snow over here to melt, if it does with the torch. Maybe it won't work if we're looking at it. We're not watching it at all. You know what? How about we go check on the snow layers? Look! It does work! The heat gets rid of the snow layers. At least that's working. I'm looking at you, water that's supposed to be ice right now. As you can see, the wheat is beginning to grow. I thought it would be further grown, but it's not. This is our dark one. Oh. Okay, so what was supposed to happen is that the ones in the sun and with torchlight were supposed to go like grow faster, and the one in the dark wasn't supposed to like grow at all, but Apparently I made it too close to the surface, and the sun, like radiation, was able to go through the solid and reach the plants. I thought that would be a really cool thing, but it didn't work. I'm sorry, guys. It's frozen! If only I was watching while it froze. Okay, and now theoretically, with that light, it could like melt again, but we already saw that over there, and that took ages. So yeah, I probably didn't teach you a ton. I'm probably gonna have to do a poster instead of this, because this kind of failed. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and you will probably never see Scientist Sofalotl again because I suck at being a scientist. How do I place things in this mode? Nothing happened, guys, I swear. Everything's fine. I did it again.